Hello, everybody. Welcome to Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. On this channel, I review everything that has anything to do with coffee. And that's an extensive, cool bunch of playlists. And everything that has anything to do with alcohol. I got it all on this channel. And I've started a series. I love doing series. And I started a new coffee series called A 50-State Coffee Journey USA. I'm doing one coffee from every state in the country. Took me a year to research the coffee houses, and it's going to take me a year to post them at one a week every Sunday. Get into that playlist and check out, find your state. Check out these cool coffees. I'm doing some really cool ones. Today is no exception. Sterling Coffee Roasters, Portland, Oregon. So Oregon's going to be in the house now. Here's the packaging. It's pretty cool. It's got the cool, these labels are different colors depending on their coffee, and I love the silver on the black. Let's just say here, Sterling coffee is carefully crafted to balance smooth taste and premium drinkability. First, our master roasters hand select the world's finest micro lot coffees. Each bean is then artisanally deep roasted in small batches to peak sweetness. They do make some sweet stuff from the bean. They don't add it. It's a fruit, and they know how to get it out of it. Tempering modern technique with old world skill. Finally, our quality control team expertly blends the best of the production to exacting standards. And then it says, always coffee, only Sterling, every time. Tell you what, while I'm doing that, I'm smelling these fresh beans. Man, they smell good. Oh, man. This one smells good. All right. Now, if you look here, see, it gives you some information right there, right? Neomashik is what that says. Morundo. Now, Rwanda. So this is a Rwandan coffee. The Neomashik is a district in western province of Rwanda. And the Marunda is a washing station for coffee in this district that is shared by 400 farmers. It's kind of cool, if you ask me, so it's a cool name. And then on the bag it says elevation, which is 1,700 to 1,800 meters. The variety of coffee is bourbon. That's actually a variety. It's has nothing to do with the whiskey that I got behind me here. And process washed. And then taste cherries and Vinsanto. All right, let's see. So this is grown in the high hills next to Lake Kivu, which is actually one of the great African lakes. So it's a big giant lake, volcanic soil all around it where this is grown. The thing about this place, the Sterling Coffee Roasters, this is a light roast. Guess I should show it to you. Look at it. So yeah, single origin light roast. Obviously, it's Arabica. They founded this coffee shop in 2010. Adam McGovern and Aric Miller. He's a artist, by the way. And they have several kinds. They have a Sumatra coffee that tastes like chicory and licorice. It's very interesting, believe me. They have a Brazilian, which is marshmallow and graham crackers. It's like a s'mores. Unflavored. It's all the sugar that's in the bean, the way they roast it out of there. Kind of like when you char a barrel and get all those sugars and stuff out of it for whiskey. They have a blend called Blendo Stupendo. It's actually blended in the same style that coffee was made in the early forming of our country. Like they say it's the kind of coffee, type of coffee George Washington, for example, would have consumed. They have a Mexican coffee, cocoa and allspice flavors, all in there. The Guatemalan tastes like pears and cinnamon. The Nicaraguan tastes like raspberries and milk chocolate. They have one from Vietnam. That's pretty cool. Peaches and pineapples. And they have a Colombian decaf. That's chocolate raisins. They got some really cool things. You need to, if those sound good, you probably should order one. It's really good. So they started out with a cart. A lot of people do, selling on the street. The cart sounds pretty cool. They described the cart. And then they moved to a really small place. Then recently they moved to the third place. And Mr. Miller, who's an artist, kind of oversaw every bit of decorating that. And it's really cool. Some of the German jars and wallpaper. It's a cool place the way he picked it out. It's worth checking out online. If you live there, it's definitely worth going in there. So that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to check this out. It smells. So not bad on acid, right? You don't want a big zingy acid. This is the one for you. Nice aftertaste. Not the bitter aftertaste. Just sweet aftertaste. It's got fruity. It's a light roast a lot of times as well, and they've really teased out the fruit in this. So it's fruity, not a lot of zing on it. Just nice fruity coffee flavor with a nice aftertaste without the bitterness. Very nice, very smooth, very silky. They say don't be afraid to try to smoke cream. Well, you all know I love cream, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to get right on that. So let's put some heavy cream in there. All right. See how I stir it? I just swirl it. Oh, man. Now, see now, before I said fruit, I didn't say cherry. Now it does taste like cherry. That cream brought out the cherry big. Yeah. Whoever put that on there had it with cream because that really brought out the cherry. I didn't say it was fruity, but now it is the actual cherry. I can really taste that. It's really good. This is really good. Wow. All right. So, like I said, it was founded in 2010. What about this state here? Do we like this state? Do we love this state? Yeah, the capital, Salem. What's their fruit? Their state fruit is the pear. The Douglas fir is their tree. The western meadowlark is their bird. The Chinook salmon is their fish. That's a cool fish, by the way. When I looked up a lot of things like Crater Lake and Columbia River Gorge, they have a lot of beautiful, and I mean beautiful, state parks, natural woods, rivers, lakes, streams. It's a paradise for that up there. They also have a heck of a wine industry. If you didn't know, Oregon puts out some really good wines, right? Pinot Noir, some really good wines. Riesling, they put out some good stuff. You know, I do wines on this channel. I've had a lot of wines from Oregon, and I really go after them. I like them a lot. But now we know they have a heck of a coffee place. So, all those coffees I read you, with those flavors in them, that they teased out through the picking them, the small batching, and the roasting. They're really good. This one it's really good. I don't usually use words like smooth and silky because what does that mean? You know, it's not a flavor, but I think you get it. It doesn't have too much acid. It doesn't have the bitter aftertaste. It's like smooth silk on your tongue with a beautiful coffee taste with that kiss of cherry in there. It is good, and I'll tell you something. And I like the smell anyway of fresh roasted coffee. You know, I can sit there and smell it all day. I love it. But this one now, it's got a little extra. Oh, man. Okay. Well, all right. I encourage you to check out their website. They have all those coffees. Of course, they have hot chocolate, different kind of coffee drinks. Their merch, they have stuff to make coffee, all the little tools and neat stuff that you need, coffee makers and everything else. They have mugs, all kinds of cool swag. So check the place out. Order your bag from there. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Yeah. All right. Check out this series. Okay, I'm going to have a link to it in the first comment. Right? And I have a link to this whole playlist. Find your state. See if it's in there. See if you know about the coffee that's in your state. Don't delay. Find it today.